What is going on with interest rates this year, and how does it affect you as a home buyer? Stick around and find out. Hey, I'm Derek Jones with Jones Realty Group, broker by XP Realty. Today I'm going to talk about where interest rates have been versus where they are now, and then three ways that this change might affect you as a buyer. So, first and foremost, number one, the interest rates. So, back in January, based on bankrate.com, interest rates were roughly 3.3 to 3.6%, kind of an average for the USDA, FHA, conventional 30-year loan. As of this Monday, April 11th, 2022, we are looking at roughly 4.7 to 5.3%. So as you can see, up to 2% increase in rates. So what does this mean for you as a buyer? First thing, with the increase in the rate, this could mean that your max approval amount has now come down because money is more expensive. So you might have been approved for 500,000, and now you're looking more towards 480 because that increase in the rate bumped up your monthly payment and also your debt to income. The second thing that this also means is, let's say you weren't at your max already. Let's say your max might have been 500, but you were looking around 300,000. But because that rate increase, now that same 300,000 price point you were looking at, your monthly payment is also now more expensive. So even though you didn't increase your price point, your actual monthly payment could have gone up. Lastly, the fourth option is higher closing costs. You're thinking, wait, what do you mean by higher closing costs? So let's say previously back in January, you had that 3.6% rate. You have an option of what's basically called buying down the rate or buying points to stick with that lower rate. So instead of getting that new 4.7, you can tell your lender, hey, I want to keep, that 3.7% interest rate because I like where that monthly payment was at my $300,000 purchase price. You can ask your lender and say, hey, let's buy down that rate. So you can pay more towards your closing costs to get that lower rate and to get that lower monthly payment. So if you were a buyer, what I would, implore you to do if your lender's not already doing it is to reach out to your lender if you're already pre-approved and just kind of check base with them every 1 to 2 weeks and see, what has changed with my approval amount. Did my approval amount go down? Did my monthly payment go up? Are my closing costs going up because now I'm buying down the rate? Because this really does affect you. I'll give you a real life example here. I have a listing. I put it on the market. It was listed at 380,000. I had buyers that were approved up to $400,000. They made an offer on the home. They were approved about a month ago for 400,000. We can go into contract. Let me take that back a little bit. Called the lender. They said they were good to 400,000. We accepted their offer. Got into contract a week later. They went to go ahead and lock the rates, and boop, buyer no longer qualifies because of that increase in rate from when they were originally pre-approved to once they were in contract. So keep an eye on that and reach out to your lenders and see, hey, what has changed with my situation? If your lender offers it, you can see if they have kind of a lock and shop. There's usually different words for it, but most of them, if you say, hey, I want to lock and shop, they'll know what you mean. Basically what that means is you lock your rate today, and depending on the lender, they'll give you 60 days or 90 days to shop. So your rate is locked in today. You can go out and look for a house for a month. You find that house, you get into contract. Your rate is locked from when you locked previously. So any questions or comments about this, please feel free to leave a comment below and also like and subscribe. Thank you very much.